Byron Jones passes.
Good evening, folks. This is Byron Jones with Recruit 804. Tonight I got Mr. Jamari Jones here with me. Jamari, great team victory tonight. You guys 26-16 over Manchester. The streak continues. Talk to us a little bit about the first half. You guys were down 16-0, and what did Coach Johnson say at halftime?
Halftime, he was just telling me I got to keep my head. I know these boys feed off me, so I had to bring the energy so they could play how they play.
So, second half, you guys come out and you kind of stun Manchester, on the opening drive. And then, you kind of took over, you scored, and then you got the punt return, then you scored again. Talk to us a little bit about that offensive performance you guys had in the second half.
I feel like that first touchdown, that was just to push the momentum right there. That gave the defense. They felt like they was back in the game. They knew I had them, and they got me. That's what it is right there.
So talk to us a little bit about, just being down. I mean, you guys were down against Oscar Smith in a big game, rally back to win, down this game, rally back win. What is it about, you and your team that get you guys to this level?
I feel like our composure. We never lose our heads in big games. We always try to stay calm, stay level, never get too high, never get too low. So, yeah.
See, the guys play extremely well. They do everything that we ask them to do, and they did it better in the second half than they did it in the first half. So it put us in position to win a ball game, man, against a talented football team. We got a bye week, so it gives us an opportunity to learn a little bit about what we did wrong and what we can do to fix it and what we can do to be better. And again, a good team like Manchester, you can't play as bad as we did in the first quarter and spot them, opportunities to score. They're going to take advantage of it just like they did this evening. We just had to come back at the half and just try to play the best we possibly can.
It's really the tale of two halves. The first half belonged to Manchester and the second half belonged to Highland Springs. And, I told the kids after the game, that's why football was invented with 4 quarters. You have to play 4 quarters, especially against a quality opponent like Highland Springs. And, really proud of our kids, proud of the effort. Really frustrated with some of the penalties that we had called, especially in the third quarter. We had a big drive going. Felt like we really could have gained control over the game. But kudos to Highland Springs. They found a way to win. That's what good football teams do. And I know our kids are going to learn from this. They're going to watch the film. And I told them our goal, starts all over again next week, is to be 1-0. Learn from your mistakes and let's get rolling again.
So yeah, back to the first half. Manchester's defense came out and forced you guys into 3 turnovers right, off the bat. Talk about the offensive adjustments you guys made in the second half to be successful.
I think we just spread them out a little bit. Just more consistent with what we were doing. We were able to finish drives, And sometimes you take that for granted. But our kids did that in the second half, and it gave us an opportunity to continue on with our play calling, get in the rhythm, and be in a better situation.
And your defense, came out in the second half and shut them down.
Yeah.
No points. Talk to us a little bit about, Coach Simmons and the defense of performance you guys put out there in the second half.
I think what Coach Simmons does it week after week, man. You know what I mean? We gave them, like I said, opportunity to score early on, and because of it, they took advantage of it, man. You can't do that with a good football team. So when the offense didn't put the defense in bad positions, we were able to have better drives and execute a little bit more on the offense and defense side of the ball.
So talk about the performance, though. Let's back up to the first half. You guys caused 3 turnovers. You guys were creating havoc. Mm-hmm. You got Highland Springs uncomfortable. What was the defensive game plan, coming into the game and talk about execution.
Just flying to the football. They're a team that you better tackle, you better wrap up. That's what our kids did in the first half, and they did that pretty much the whole game. We kind of wore down in the second half. Offense kind of puttered a little bit. Very proud of Coach Harrell and our defensive staff. They did a nice job, and again, addressing the kids at the end of the game, that there was not one kid with their head down. They knew that we had the game, but we did not finish, and we preach finishing here at Manchester, and hopefully we'll be able to see them again down the road.
So you guys got a bye week coming up next week before
Yes,
you guys travel to Atlee. What are your plans personally and as a team to get for the off week and to get ready for Atlee?
As a team for on this bye week, I want to do some team bonding. Really get to spend time with each other, outside of practice and stuff. Also, we need to work out the little stuff. This is the perfect time to do that. No more mental mistakes. We need to go from here on out through the season, just perfect season.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your time tonight and have a good evening.
Thank you.